Hello, my name is Mrs. Peters, and today I am here to answer the simple interview question that I have been asked about what my part in the murder investigation of Mr. Wright was and how I contributed to the outcome. So, my role in the murder investigation went very unnoticed to the men, including Mr. Hill, the county attorney, and my husband, Mr. Peters. I was only there because my husband, the sheriff, wanted me to gather a few things to take down to the jailhouse for Mrs. Wright. When we asked her what she only wanted her shawl and her apron, which to me was very weird. And the only thing that she really even seemed to be worried about was her fruit freezing when the fire went out and busting. I think that she should have been worried about other things besides her fruit freezing, but to each their own. While we were there gathering Mrs. Wright's thing, me and Mrs. Hill were talking about and conspiring about why somebody like Mrs. Wright would commit such an act of murder to her husband. We noticed the empty bird cage sitting in the room, and we began to wonder why it was there. It was empty. There was no reason for it to be there. After doing some other things and looking around, we had decided that we should take Mrs. Wright's quilt stuff so she could keep busy and kind of work on her quilt while she was sitting in the jail cell. And when we were looking through the box, we noticed a beautiful red box, and in this red box there was something wrapped in silk. And in this box and wrapped in silk happened to be the missing canary bird that was supposed to go inside this bird cage. So after doing some studying on the bird cage and some background information, we decided that the bird had just been strangled. This kind of led to me and Mrs. Hill noticing some other things about why Mrs. Wright had done what she had done. We decided really not to say anything because, first of all, it never really proved anything. And like I said, the men didn't really pay any attention to us. They were kind of just investigating the rest of the house and the rest of the murder scene and going back and forth. So, all in all, we tucked it back into Mrs. Wright's things, and we didn't really play any much contribute to the outcome of what had happened and what was found in the investigation that day. We were just there, like I said, to gather a few things for Mrs. Wright, and my own feelings and thoughts aside, of course being that I am the sheriff's wife. And that is my answer to the simple interview question that I have been asked to answer today about my part in the murder investigation of Mr. Wright and how I contributed to the outcome. Thank you.